golden. All right. Get my little chat windows ready to go. Hello, Alina. That thing? Are you talking about my bunny? How very dare. How come people don't like my bunny? It's so cute. It's so cute and anxious looking. Let's pop this one out as well. This is the best I can do at the moment anyway. If I don't use this, there's no streams. I can't have all my normal stuff set up just at this time. All right. Now, we are playing a new card game today. I've been meaning to try this for ages actually, and I just keep not getting around to it. Now is the perfect time. We were just talking about horror yesterday, and it's been a while since we've played something a little bit spooky. I haven't told anyone, Alina. There's a few things going on that I'll tell in good time, but I don't have my usual setup going at the moment. So this is where we're at until I know what's happening with everything. We're going to start this new game, Inscryption. This is actually on Game Pass, so I'm playing the Xbox Game Pass version. I have been looking at it for ages, thinking I'll probably like it, but I don't know. But here we go. We're going to do it today. We're going to do it. We're going to start from scratch. I have never even watched anybody play it before. But for some reason, when you come in, it's prompting me to continue, even though I've never played this before. But we'll see how that goes. So it's going to be a little learning curve as well. I'm intrigued. Oh. It definitely brings the spooky vibes early enough. Another challenger. It has been ages. Hello, Straitjacket. What's going on? Perhaps you've forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. I have forgotten because we've never played it before. Play the squirrel card. Anywhere? Now play your stoat. Does it matter where it goes? Oh, you play it on top. Oh. An honourable death. Play the stoat. Wolves require 2 sacrifices. You don't have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Oh, interesting. Really just throws you in. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power, which is 1. So we have attack 1 and this would be health 3. I have heard a lot of good things about this game. So I am excited. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. Okay, my turn. Coyote. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. I see, so it's done 2 attack to my, what was 3 health. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. So this is my deck, and this is a squirrel. Alright, what's the difference? So, how reckless of you. I've drawn a river snapper. Okay. It says a wolf. To play a wolf, it requires 2 sacrifices, it said. So I'm assuming that I need to play this... I'm lacking sacrifices for the river snapper as well. Is that right? To play the wolf, I need to sacrifice 2 different creatures, but I can't play the river snapper. Or can I? Alright, what if I attack the coyote with my stoat then? Can I do that? He's going to insult me regardless what I do. That's just his vibe, basically. Oh, the blood icon is its cost. Oh, I see. So this has got 1 and the other one had 2. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So what do we do if I can't do anything? 1 card per turn. Don't be greedy. Okay. I'm gonna play with the scale. I'm gonna ring the bell. Oh, okay. Because you're learning, I will pass. And you have to sacrifice 2 creatures to get a 2 blood. Gotcha. Okay. All right. You've drawn all the creatures from your deck. A squirrel is your only choice. These poor animals. Okay. So play the squirrel. And then, like, after you've finished your turn, we always have to ring the bell, I assume. Because these are always going to have... Oh, I can play these now because I've got 2 sacrifices. Yeah, okay. You can get as many cards as you want on your turn. Okay, we've come straight off Balatro here. So to be fair, the vibes are quite different. Well, let's see how we go. Let's play with this. I'm so sorry. I feel horrible doing this. Oh, the beast is sacrificed but not removed from my deck. Okay. Right, so now I have a wolf. 3 attack, 2 health, 2 blood cost. And now I'm not going to be able to do anything else for the same reason. So I guess we'll end turn. And that has just attacked the enemy directly because they had basically no minions. 3 damage dealt, 3 weights on the scale. Pass. Take a squirrel. Play the squirrel. I have to actually press it. Okay. You're lacking... Yeah, that's fine. So then when we press this, because there's no minions, it's just going to go straight for the enemy again. 2. Right. You've won this match. They won't all be so easy. Yes, I can imagine. I think they were being nice to me. Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. Look at this. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself. 2 denizens of the forest approached you tentatively. An adder? And a cat. The undying cat, sacrificing the poor beast, does not kill it. Only one may grace your paltry deck. So this is poisonous by the looks of it. We'll have an adder. Another creature joins your caravan. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. You came across an abandoned sack. You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. And have a second. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it. Oh, this is interesting. 3 is as much as you can carry. So we have 3 items as well. Most people go the cat. Okay, of course they do. I've gone for the strange choice. You can check their exact effects if you right click. Oh, sweet. So you were ambushed while crossing some rough terrain. So I'm a boulder and they are 2 stumps, right? You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play, I get it. Maybe you'll help me. Oh, they're talking to me. They hold grudges. Okay. You may now see my moves ahead of time. Okay. All right. Now, so we've got these 2 tree roots in the way. We have this thing. We have the river snapper. So how about we just try playing a squirrel to start? What happens if we put it over here? Then now that I have a squirrel, I could still play a stoat. Oh, you have to sacrifice a squirrel for a stoat because it's got the blood. Yeah, I see. Gotcha. Okay. So we have the stoat. Ring the bell. So now there's a wolf cub and a bat as well. Terrain is not immune to the adder's deadly sting. Oh, is that right? That's surprising. Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. Hello, Arm. What's going on? It ages swiftly. Okay. Now we've got a river snapper. So these are both blood sacrifice ones. So we'll go a squirrel. Then we'll play a squirrel here. And now I could go for... Let's try this adder. Let's just see what's involved here. We'll sacrifice those 2. He's like, really? You're doing this to me again? The audacity. All right, so now I have an adder. And it looks like I can pull from these as well. These are like extra tools that I can use. So what if I was to do that, just so we know what we're doing? What if I was to play a squirrel and another, and then sacrifice to play this river snapper, which I've not done before. Right. And then ring the bell. Well, this is just to be clear, this is literally the first 3 to 5 minutes I've ever played in this game. So it makes sense that I would be making mistakes. A serpent perhaps more deadly than man. So the wolf cub turned into a wolf. The airborne bat flies over creatures to attack directly. Oh, okay. So it goes over that whole row. My bat flew right over your river snapper. Interesting. Okay, so I've got nothing in my hand right now. So now I have a wolf. Can you keep drawing? So you can draw a new card once per turn. All right. So I could play the wolf, but I'd have to sacrifice. I wonder if you could just sacrifice one of them. I don't know. Anyway, let's just see. So we've got, now that we have a stump, a wolf, and a bat. Not too bad. How are you going? What happens if I ring the bell? The I assume that like everything that I've got on the board, I assume that will attack what is on the board first before it goes for the enemy. So like I have an adder that's toxic, I have a river snapper that's 1 attack but has good health, and we have this bat. So I assume the river snapper would attack the bat. It hasn't really talked about the layout of the board and how that works at all. And then we have this boulder and the stump as well. So what happens there? The adder attacked. So how does it decide what attacks what, I wonder? Because the adder attacked the bat. The river snapper didn't do anything. Let's have a little read of the cards in a minute. Let's get a squirrel. So creatures only attack creatures right in front of them, but the adder actually attacked a creature that was not right in front of it that time. So the adder. Let's have a read of these and see what's going on. Hello, Manny. What's going on? I'm well. I hope you are well as well. Welcome to Inscryption, my very first playthrough. I have no idea what I'm doing. We're still figuring it out. So, the adder is a touch of death. When a card bearing this sigil damages another creature, that creature perishes. That's what we had worked out already. When it comes to the river snapper, the river snapper is the one that killed the bat and the adder attacked the enemy. I see. And the bat died instantly because it had only 1 HP. So it's just going to attack whatever's directly across from it. Yep, okay. Gotcha. All right. So it won't let me read. Oh, there we go. So it only lets you read certain things on a card. So when you hover over this symbol, there's a little book there that lets you read more about it. The river snapper doesn't have that on it because it doesn't have any special effects. I see what's happening there. Hello, Muffins. Now I know I need to master all card games. Need to be pro gamer at all card games. Have you tried this one? Actually, Muffins. It's on Game Pass. Yeah, okay, so as we get cards with different abilities and stuff, everything is going to get crazy. But for the time being, the general feel is, or the general rule is, it's going to attack whatever's across from it. Okay, very good. Yeah, well, it's too early to tell, Manny. I don't know enough about it yet. So we're all learning together unless you've already played. Okay, so we have a wolf here. So this has got 2 health. If I play a wolf, I would need to sacrifice something. You can't move your cards over, can you? No, you can't. So if I was to play this now, the adder is going to attack the enemy directly. That wolf is going to attack me directly. So let's put a wolf in front of it. Let's just see. What if we sacrifice the river snapper and the adder? Right, and we can cancel that out. I may as well play a squirrel, I suppose, as well. Oh, so there's movement sigils that will let you move things around. Hello, Asgard, what's happening? Welcome in. Right. Let's go for another squirrel. And let's play. So these squirrels have no attack, but you can sacrifice them to get, you know, to get better cards, basically. Cards always move first. Okay. Right, so we've got a direct hit on the enemy there. Now that I've got 2 squirrels, let's draw a card and see what we get. So I have another wolf. So if we sacrifice the 2 squirrels with this wolf, put it there, it's gonna, these are gonna attack the enemy directly when I end my turn. Oh, has that got it done? That's got it done. You prevailed and trekked onwards past the now bloodied terrain. Okay, we're slowly getting it. Now. It's so creepy, but I love it. The young wolf cub, it grows into a wolf after a single turn. Okay, so we've seen that one in play. That's quite cool, actually. I quite like that. The meek sparrow, an inexpensive, if feeble, flying creature. So those ones can fly over enemies and attack. I do like that the wolf cub turns into a fully grown wolf and it's only got 1 blood on it. We're going to go the wolf cub. I like it. I like it. You stumbled into some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice. One that will be lost forever. Oh, how very dare. Oh. I think I'll stick with the wolf cub though. Sorry, Ada. You looked upon your menagerie and selected a healthy host. So, by this I assume we're adding that toxic effect to something that I choose. If I was going to do that, I'd be inclined to put it on the River Snapper because the River Snapper's got so much health. Ah, yeah, I like it. A ghastly spectacle. But the soul of the adder now lives in the River Snapper. So that's going to last for quite a long, like a relatively long time with a high health. But now it's got a toxic symbol on it too. Well then. A little bit of card crafting. Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. Oh no. So all of his wolf cards and the like can fly. They can fly right over the enemies. Ooh, okay. So what have they got sitting back there? Bit of a worry. I think we'll play a full-grown wolf. We can't draw a card because it's my first turn. So we're going to have to... Oh, can we go further up? Oh, I see. So there's a coyote and a bat. So let's have a read of this. A card bearing this sigil will strike an opponent directly, even if there is a creature opposing it. So it's just going to jump straight over. Same with the bat, basically. Interesting. Okay. Right. So how about we go for a fully grown... No, we can't. We have to start with a wolf cub because I need to sacrifice. So we'll play a squirrel. And then we'll grab the wolf cub. The poor squirrels. I feel like such an asshole. Can't draw a card. Can't play anything else. So that's end of turn. Right. My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight. Hacks. So they've gone straight to attack me directly. Okay. Let's go for... Oof. I can only draw 1 card. He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. I am in a bad situation. This is true. Right, so they're both going to fly straight over me. I can't play the wolves. Oh, I should try the pliers. We haven't played with those yet, actually. These pliers actually influence the scale. Hello, Duo. How are you doing? To the user, you will place a weight on the scales. The pain is temporary. Let's see what's involved with these. I just took out one of my teeth? Nobody told me there was teeth. A well-earned point of damage. I didn't think you'd really do it. Neither did I. Holy shit. Okay. Right, so I guess we're just going to have to... let's play the stoat. Oh, the stoat? What? The stoat has to have a sacrifice as well because it's got a blood thing on it. Oh, God. Well, this is a pickle, isn't it? I can't do those things, so I'm just going to have to end turn here at this point. Don't panic, Donius. I'm just talking out loud. I won't action everything I say I'm going to do. Imagine, and if I make a mistake, the worst thing that will happen is I'll actually learn something about the game. I'm not that stressed over it. Now, I might go for a squirrel. I think we need to build some squirrels up. I've used my pliers. That bat's not a good time either. Now, but let's sacrifice the squirrel and play the stoat. Back on the board. He looks very evil. He's the only one with dialogue as well. That bat's going to go straight over the top of me anyway. No, it didn't, because my stoat attacked the bat before it did anything because it was the end of my turn. Okay. So now I've got... You're a yapper. What if I go for another squirrel? Okay, and then if we play the squirrel here, then I'm going to play a wolf and I'm going to sacrifice these. That stoat's going to have the shits on now, isn't it? I keep sacrificing it. Now, my wolf should defeat the wolf cub before it can fly over the top, right? Beautiful. Okay, we're getting it. You're 4 damage away from winning. So we have a flying coyote. I have 2 full-strength wolves on the board. I think we should probably... The stoat is pretty pissed at this point. Yeah, you can understand it too. I'd be annoyed. I'd be miffed. So we have a river snapper and a wolf. I don't want to play either of those at this point. Yay! We did it! Impressive. You may yet survive this ordeal. Okay, I'm starting to really get it. I'm starting to get the mechanics here. Knock on wood. I love this map thing. This reminds me of Thronebreaker a little bit. Anyone that's played Thronebreaker, you walk around on a map, you have these card battles. Pretty cool. The Conniving Raven, a blight upon the skies. Ah, that looks good. It's got the power of flight, as you'd expect. Proud Wolf, a vicious contender. What's that? Did I get my tooth back? What's this one? Oh, it's a sacrificial... Oh, when a card bearing this sigil is sacrificed, it doesn't perish. That's very cool. I think that's probably worth getting. I can sacrifice it, but it won't disappear. That would make life easier for me moving forwards, I think. Yeah, you can tell me what the mushroom means. The game hasn't told me. So it looks like we can either create a card. I think that's what that means. We create a card, or there's a campfire. Let's have a look at the fire. Hopefully I do have more than 9 lives. That would be handy. You came across a small group of survivors. Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned. Come, warm one of your creatures by the fire. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Are they going to cook it? Oh, it means it's a duplicate. Oh, cool. Okay. And you can merge them. Gotcha. Warm it by the fire. That will enhance its power. I reckon they're a bunch of lying F-boys. That's what I think. You notice one of the survivors wiping drool from their mouth. How very dare. Oh. Can I poison them with my river snapper? What about the heart? What about the shit out of luck stoat? He'd be spewing, wouldn't he? He'd be very annoyed. I don't know if that would work. See, this is worth more than the stoat. I'm tempted. The fire warmed the poor stoat, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it. Another gnashed their teeth. Without a word, you pulled the stoat away from the fire and left, because quite frankly, things got a little bit orkies at this point. Okay, great. So, we didn't lose our stoat. It's been enhanced, it seems. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Be silent or I'll tear you to shreds. I wonder why my stoat's so chatty. Okay. So we've got 2 trees here. So this is part of the environment. Oh, they've got a grizzly bear. There's a grizzly bear and a sparrow. We have 2 trees. So the trees give some protection. It's like I'm hiding behind the trees. We've got 3 health there. And a card bearing this sigil, the Mighty Leap, will block an opposing creature bearing the airborne sign. Oh, excellent. So this sparrow can't get to me while I have this tree there. Here's like the Cheshire Cat. I like the word Cheshire. It's fun to say, isn't it? Alright, well how about we try this then? How about we try playing our cat? Oh, of course. Of course I can't. We have to build up to the cat because of the blood. Bye, straight jacket. Enjoy the rest of your day. Right, alright, so we're gonna start with a squirrel. And then I will sacrifice for the cat. Then, apparently, if I sacrifice this cat, it doesn't perish. Stays. No, I'm still playing. I'm not sure, Stoat. I'm just playing around. But now I can sacrifice both of those for a wolf. Now my wolf is 3 and 2. Their grizzly is 4 and 6. So the wolf would kill me instantly once it got to me. Let's put... Okay, so the cat can't be moved, annoyingly. I wish I'd put the cat on the right. What are you going to do? So now there's another grizzly. The fir tree is gone. I think we'll just draw a card. So I have a river snapper there. The sparrow can't get past these trees. My wolf is no good against that grizzly. I can't play the river snapper without sacrificing the wolf. Maybe I should. I could sacrifice... Oh, will that count as 2 though? I feel like no, it's not going to. Because that would have been good if I could poison that grizzly bear. That would have been nice. Okay. Alright, so I'm kind of stuck then. Holy there's like 800 grizzly bears now. 800 grizzly bears. Okay. I mean, I'm absolutely knackered anyway. Can't do anything. That's outrageous. That is absolutely outrageous. Indeed, I have. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door. Oh, wow. I can move around this. Oh, wow. Look at this. The first time we've moved around. From the barrel. Bring it here. To you. Oh, I don't want to. Look at its big manky hand. Now sit back down. Okay. Let me explain something to you. Oh. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we? It's a bit orkies, isn't it? It's a bit intense, this guy, for my liking. Now, if we take the right path, we have cards and then campfire, or cards and backpack. I like the backpack option, I think. So, we have a sparrow. The ornery porcupine. Sharp quills await those who dare attack it. So that's a new type of attack card we haven't had. The watchful bullfrog. It leaps in the way of attacking flyers. Oh. So all of these have the ability to be sacrificed and to remain, I believe, when there's a blood thing with a smear behind it. So I can either fly, block flying, in 2 different ways. Oh no, once a card bearing this sigil is struck, the striker is dealt a single damage point. Right. I think I like the idea of the bullfrog. Blocks an opposing creature bearing the airborne sign. That's useful in case we do a battle where there's no natural things like trees for defense. A powerful item. Turn this and I'll skip my next turn. Oh wow, that's good. A rock may get you out of a hard place. I have to choose one. Okay, so we know the plier. The pliers pull out one of my teeth so I can tip the scales. I like the skip turn one. That's pretty insane. And I think we'll also have maybe a boulder? A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Oh, wow. That's interesting too. Let's try that as well. Hello, Fiddy. What's going on? Feeling overburdened enough with the full 3 items, you carried on. This looks like a boss. Ooh. Looks a bit ominous. The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. 'Twas the prospector. Oh my god. Is it going to make that clinging noise the whole time? Let's turn that down because that's going to do my nut in. That clinking sound is going to do my head in. Put it down. Okay. Now, we have a boulder. Let's take a little squiz at this boulder. So this is just protection for me. I have a pack mule. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil will move in the direction inscribed in the sigil. That will go to the right. And they have a coyote as well. Okay. So that's gonna move forwards, and that one will go to the right. So let's put squirrel, and then we'll sacrifice it to play a wolf cub. And then end turn, I reckon. Right. It's still really loud, isn't it? As soon as we got to this boss, We might just turn the music down a wee bit as well. We'll put it all on 3. Okay, so I've got a boulder on the board. I've got a wolf cub that will turn into a wolf. I feel like I might want to be drawing... I could pop a boulder down just to protect me. Let's grab a squirrel. Now, that coyote's going to advance this way. What if I was to play a boulder? I know. It's just one of those games that I just never got around to with everything else that's always there to be played. I've been really enjoying card games lately, and I thought this was a great time to try it. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a learning curve for sure, but I'm enjoying it. Have you played it? Lots of new concepts take in, especially when we've been so heavy on Balatro. It's a very different vibe. Okay, so we have these. Do you reckon you'd try it? It's on Game Pass, so you could play it for free. It's always nice. Now, my squirrel... to set me up for next time. You have a year of Game Pass active. Bloody lovely. Bloody lovely. And Balatro's just been put on there as well, you know. Oh, okay, so that actually got to my squirrel before I could use it, which sucks. Let's draw another. Oh, you've already got it on Steam. So annoying, though, when you buy something on Steam and then it goes on Game Pass 2 seconds later. What if I make them skip their turn? Use these tools at our disposal. Maybe that would be something that would be beneficial. So if they skip their turn, they're going to pass it. So then I could play a squirrel and then hopefully another one when the time comes. So they have to pass, right? I draw another. Place it. And then we sacrifice it to play a wolf. And we can pop that here. Leaves me with 1 wolf that I can't play with no sacrifices. I can also make my things airborne. That gets rid of the coyote. That's going to gradually attack my boulder. Hello, Duck. It is. How did you know? What's going on? No fish. I could make my wolf airborne. It'd be a good way to practice as well. That's very interesting, isn't it? It does it for the boulders as well, though, which might be problematic, but what are you going to do? We'll pop our squirrel down. Excuse you while you complete your normal duties. So you are excused, good sir. Right, so that's jumped up. Coyote's moved down. Now I've got a boulder and a squirrel. So let's play second squirrel. Ripe for a sacrificing. And then we can go... I guess we'll chuck it here. That's all I've got now. I've used all of the tools at my disposal. It's making me a bit nervous, to be perfectly honest. It's really not an enjoyable time having your opponent looking menacingly at you this whole time. Okay. I wonder if... Well, there's a mole back there. We haven't seen a mole in the game. What's involved here? It's a burrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing this sigil will move to that space to receive the strike instead. Ah. When does your leave run out, Duck? I like the sound of that. Bit of gardener's leave. Yeah, he looks a little bit unbalanced. Okay. I think we are going to have to... He's doing the prospector again. Easy, boss. The mule's key. The mule's key. So we can't play you at this point without a sacrifice. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil moves in the direction inscribed. So if we attack the pack mule, we get some loot, I guess? Oh, you start on Monday. Okay, so you've still got a few days of chill left. Hope you didn't think it would be that easy. There's gold in them cards. So that's just reset the bloody scale. Pick up the uniform. And you're going to play some golf. Lovely. I haven't played golf for at least a month again. It's been too much going on. It's the first thing that goes, isn't it? A gold nugget? I've struck gold. You've turned my things into gold nuggets? What does this mean? I guess that's just... It's just defense. There's true defense on both of those there. The stoat looks so depressed, and I think it's because I keep sacrificing him. Can't be good for your self-esteem. Let's get a squirrel, and we'll play that. And then we'll sacrifice it for the stoat. And turn. We have a bloodhound now. That's new. So the bloodhound is a guardian. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing this sigil moves to that empty space. Right. So that's a 2/3. So is the stoat, but it's not where we would like it to be. Yeah, I haven't played since yesterday. That's the life, isn't it? Love to see it. Gotta make the most of it. Ooh. I'm tempted. I feel like I'm gonna have to pick a squirrel. No. No, it's okay. I have a cat. Now the cat is probably gonna have to go... Oh, that has to sacrifice something as well. Oh, that's no good. Can you sacrifice a gold nugget? I suppose you can. No, you can't. You can't draw blood from a gold nugget. You can't draw blood from a stone. All right. I think that's we're going to leave that turn there. So we've attacked the mule. And the mule has moved over one. So the bloodhound will move forwards when there's something there. What else do we have here? There's an adder as well. Who was it we know that is from the hidden on maps place of NZ? Was it Duck? No, Duck's not hidden in NZ. What are you talking about, Muffins? Muffins okay today? What if I play this cat? I'm just thinking I might play this cat. Let's draw a card. I have a bullfrog. Now the bullfrog blocks flying enemies, so it's not going to be especially useful, but it will get in the way of that bloodhound though. I could potentially put the cat here. Oh, the cat's got to sacrifice something though. That's no good. That's no good. If I although sacrificing the stoat, maybe I should sacrifice the stoat. Stoat absolutely hates me at this point. Oh, that's right. The cat stays where... That's right. So the cat stays where you put it. The bloodhound follows whatever you place. So this pack mule is going to move over one. We have the cat at the bottom. I can't draw any more cards. No, I don't want to know why the mule's key. Thanks. It's okay. Happy to learn. It's not the end of the world to me if I make mistakes. Seeing as I've been playing this for all of 69 seconds. So the pack mule is now there. So I wonder what happens. Like, does it just waltz straight off the board? Can I attack it with something? I've got a river snapper, but I'd have to sacrifice 2 things. I can't draw any more cards. Can't really do anything. I have a squirrel. I can play. Then I would need to sacrifice both of them to play the river snapper. The cat always stays. That gets rid of the bloodhound. I've already lost. May as well end stream then. May as well end stream. No point in having experiences. So that's that done. We lost. It's our first loss. What happens when you lose? I didn't really like being grabbed by those grabby hands. You aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favour. I'd like a memento. Well, not another one of my teeth. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We'll work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. Okay. We can put them to good use. Choose a card to draw the cost from. Okay. Cost of 1 blood from the bullfrog. And another. This time I'll use its power and health. The wolf. 3 power and 2 health from the wolf. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. This one. A sigil of many lives from the cat. I never did ask you your name. Oh, I have to type it in here. There's A in it. Perfect. There's now but one final matter. The portrait. Oh. Oh! Are you ready? Are you ready? A-Game has had the pleasure of being in the same room as you. It was an honour, I have to say. It was. You don't need to smile. He refused a photo with me, though. I wanted a signed photo, Muffins. He wouldn't have any of it. Tried to charge me $69.69. That was after I knocked him down. He tried to charge me $400 US initially, and I was like, well, I'm not having any of that. So then he's like, all right, you know, mates rates, $69.69. And I was like, nah. Here we go again. Another challenger. Perhaps it is time. Perhaps you can understand bones. Oh, okay. The resourceful opossum costs 2 bones. Only Jarrah can fit. Yeah, of course. It's always about Jarrah can fit, isn't it? You gain a bone when one of your creatures perishes for any reason. Okay. Learning some new things. All right, so that means we have a squirrel, we have a 2-blood wolf, we have a 1-blood stoat, and we have this opossum where we can get bones from it. No, sorry, we need bones for it. Okay. Let's start with the poor old squirrel. Sacrifice it for a stoat. From the death of your creature, you've gained a bone. So we have a bone token. You will not lose this until it's spent or the battle ends. Okay, very nice. Right, I think we're good there. We need 2 bones to play the opossum. And we'd need 2 sacrifices to play the wolf, so that's end of turn. The rattler. Okay. I think we'll go for another squirrel. We can play this opossum now because I've got 2 bone tokens. Put it here because that will get that rattler. And then I might also start setting up to build up Night Rain. That's the Elden Ring co-op-y experience, isn't it? I don't know. I haven't finished the DLC still. I haven't touched Elden Ring for quite some time actually. It's been starting to cross my mind. Maybe when I've got things kind of like sorted out a bit better, because things are a bit all over the shop at the moment, I might look at finishing that. And I don't play well with others. How very dare fit. How could you say I'm not a delightful team player after all of our escapades? The audacity of you. I wasn't very interested in whatever Elden Ring was doing next anyway. I saw it and I was like, eh. I don't extend over nothing, let's put it that way. Let's sacrifice these squirrels and we'll pop a wolf down. Pop a wolf down and call it a day. Nailed it. That was a much better start. Yeah, everything's all right. I know it's a bit weird. We've just decided not to say anything, and everyone will think it's something it's not, I'm sure. But yeah, when it all eventually is talked about, it'll make sense why we just didn't bother going into it, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's why I'm doing my best to keep to my stream schedule. That's why I've got the startled-looking rabbit at the moment. I don't have everything fully set up. Yeah, well, that is also true. I do think this isn't aimed at anyone, by the way, but yeah, people do sometimes think that they are entitled to know absolutely everything that's going on in your personal life as well. Okay, get up and fetch it for me. Beside the safe, there's a figurine, okay? That's the trouble with doing stuff like this, though, isn't it? Like, people are very, like, aware of the ins and outs of your life. It all just, like, it becomes part of things, and sometimes that's hard. Let us continue. Now, the meager coyote. But what did you expect for only 4 bones? The nefarious rattler, a brittle creature, once past its monstrous fangs. The unkillable cockroach. Ooh, it returns to your hand after dying. I like that. I don't like cockroaches in real life, but I will have one in my hand of cards. Yeah, it's a harder separation than I probably anticipated when I first started streaming. I wasn't even going to tell people what my first name was. Oz and I weren't going to make it known that we were together for no other reason that just invites, you know, people getting involved in your business. But, you know, that became very difficult very quickly with us both being content creators. So we do like the best we can, I suppose. Okay. Oh, we get some goodies. I quite like the idea of having a boulder for protection, because you never know what's going to happen. He usually doesn't bother teaching about bones. Thank you. I saw a past victim writing a passcode in the rulebook. Oh, okay. So we have a wolf cub at the back. This will turn into a fully grown wolf as it progresses. We will start with the... Honestly, if there's reincarnation, don't come back as a squirrel, because you'll only get sacrificed. Yeah, that's true. That's the conclusion I came to in the end, Muffins. I thought, unless I had a really unusual first name, you know, there's only like one person with that name in Australia, like it's going to be absolutely fine. But that's how Ms. A Game came about, though. You know, it was like anonymous. My first name starts with A. Yeah, heaps of people start with Ms. So I was like, oh, Ms. A Game. And also on my A game, you know, that's where it came from. Now, the stoat or the bullfrog. I think we'll go the stoat. Sacrifice the squirrel. Total misplay. Shut up. Then we'll go... We still have these here if we would like to use them, but I'm going to hold on to them for now. So the wolf cub has attacked my stoat. There's an alpha here. A leader. Creatures adjacent to a card bearing this sigil gain 1 power. Ooh, we don't like that. Same with the D in your name. See, Muffins was going to call himself Big D. Big D energy, and he changed his mind. Because there's already a Big D energy in the USA, so you didn't want to dox yourself. I get it. I think we might. Yes, yeah, let's get a squirrel. And then maybe let's also get another one. Yeah, I wonder where she went. Who cares? I'm gonna play 2 squirrels. I'm gonna leave them there for now. Which hopefully is gonna be okay. The alpha has... Oh, the alpha can move forwards 2 times. I didn't know it could move forwards 2 times like that. So that wasted a squirrel in that case. Right. Well, how about I pop a boulder there? That's going to stuff it, isn't it? We'll get a boulder in a minute. And I might sacrifice... Let's get a card and we'll sacrifice a squirrel for a bullfrog. That gives us bones as well. You know, that could be the worst idea I've ever heard, Muffins. No offense, but that is the worst idea I've ever heard. MMC. Yeah, I know. All these folks that don't come by the stream anymore. Thank God. Is that a spider? What the fuck? Get out of here. I don't like that. Right. So, that's blocked that. Very good. I could sacrifice the bullfrog and the stoat for a wolf, which is probably a good idea. I have to draw a card first. Let's get a squirrel. Then we'll go the wolf. Stoat's like, fuck my life. The wolf. Look at this manky hand. It's horrible. Let's get a squirrel there in preparation for later. Oh, how brutal of you. You dealt me more damage than you needed to win. That's how I roll, baby. However, in my game, such feats are rewarded. To be precise, a truth to keep for each extra damage dealt. Oh, thanks. The trapper may be interested in your spoils. Truth. And you thought a bag of oranges was bad. No, you know, the idea of the voice commands was to have a lovely little opportunity for people to have a nice little tone when they entered the stream, like, ding ding, oh look, Duck is here. You know, that was the idea. And then you F-boys just went stupid with it, and then fucking Urk gets one, and it's all like, oranges, all over the stream. Like, it wasn't my intention. Now. Oh, it's my death card. Look, it's me. Ms. A, innit? Lovely. So this is when a card bearing this sigil is sacrificed. I've got to sacrifice myself. It doesn't perish. You can't get rid of me that easily. I like it. Turkey Vulture. The pernicious vulture, a tyrant of the skies. The inviolable beehive. When it's attacked, you'll draw a bee. I like the idea. So I have got a couple of these cards where you can sacrifice it and it doesn't disappear, but they're quite low value. This one will sit there with 3 attack and 2 defense, and I can also sacrifice it. So I'm gonna back myself in and go with the Ms. A card. I'm also gonna go for the loot bag. Some bone tokens for a rainy night. Interesting. I think that... do I want bone tokens? Yeah, I do. And then I'm also going to go for another boulder. I like having that up my sleeve. A little boulder in your pocket. that a boulder in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Do your legs cramp? Does your back ache? This game can be lengthy. Stand if you wish. I'm alright. Nice of it to think of my well-being. No, I didn't look in the rulebook. There's passcode scrawled in there. They were looking up the bullfrog sigil. What do you mean look in the rulebook? In here? Is there actually a rulebook, or is he just being an F-boy? So, squirrel, bullfrog's sigil. Oh, sorry, that's the stoat. Ms. A in it. And the opossum, which I could play straight away if I wanted to, because I've got the bone tokens. Yes, but I've got bone tokens. So if I was to... Let's have a look. What's on the board? A sparrow that can fly and a coyote. I think we will place squirrel, sacrifice it for the stoat, get more bones. It's so pissed. I love its face when you sacrifice it. It's like, meh. Then there's me. Now, but I don't know where to put me yet. I don't want to play me too early because it stays there. So we'll just hold off there, I think. Although this is going to come straight forwards, isn't it? The sparrow. Maybe I'll put... Let's get these bone tokens. Maybe I'll play this opossum. It's only a 1-1 though, so it won't actually hurt the sparrow. I think we'll hold on to it, actually. Right, so there's 2 coyotes backed up there. They will definitely get through that stoat. So let's draw a card. Should I draw a card or should I get a squirrel? I think I might draw a card. So a cockroach, 4 bones for a cockroach. That's toxin, is it? No, that's not toxin. It means it goes back in your hand after it dies. I think it would be good to block that sparrow. Although the sparrow can go over it though, I think, can't it? But nonetheless, let's just see how it goes. Then there's my card there. I'm going to sacrifice the stoat. Pop me there. Like so. I could play the opossum. I've got enough bones now, but I don't really think I need to at this point. I have a boulder too, but I'm just going to wait and see what happens. Did I neglect to mention overkill damage? Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Oh, right. Lucky for you. I didn't know that. We're still learning, you see. Okay, so I have an opossum here. I had a couple of bone tokens. I think we'll go a card. Right. Now that bullfrog, this is good. This actually negates the sparrow, I think. The cockroach is in the way at the moment, which is a little irritating. Not much point playing this opossum right now. No, there is a point because it's going to attack the enemy directly because there's nothing in the way. Can you sacrifice the cockroach? Yes, you can. Well, let's put the bullfrog there then. Cockroach comes back into my hand. Did that where's my bullfrog gone? Oh, God. Okay. I was about to have a tantrum there. Alright, so the bullfrog's there. That should negate the sparrow. We have an opossum. We've got me there. Lovely. That's tipped the scales just a little bit. Draw a card. So there's our wolf. Now the wolf has got 3 damage. So we're probably... sacrifice these to play it. Very good. Very good. I like how, like, as you go along, you're just constantly learning. Whether you're winning or losing, you're constantly learning. It's really satisfying. You were stopped along the way by a trapper looking to liquidate his pelts. There was something uncanny about his appearance, but you were quickly distracted by his wares. Care to look at me pelts, innit? Yeah, I suppose so. Sounds a bit dodgy though, to be honest. Rabbit pelts? Get the fuck out of here. Take a pelt free of charge. See the quality. Why are they different? That's just quality, the numbers. And that's how many gold nuggets it's going to cost. So how many do I actually have? 2, 4, 5 of them. Okay. And I can take one free of charge as well. Oh, he's a bit intense. Please consider me pelts. But I bought one. Didn't I? Thanks for your business. The man assured you of the value of the pelts. They appear to be useless in a fight, but he mentioned that the trader further down the path would reward you for them. Right, it's very layered, isn't it? Stand. It allows me time to plan. Cheating. Hello, Julia. What's going on? We can go for loot. We can go for campfire, where you can enhance a card. Or we can go for this middle one, which I think is where you can transfer sigils over. But if we go on this path, I think I might go this way. I am actually. Yeah, it's really unusual, but I am enjoying it. It's a nice mixture of things that I like in a game. A group of starving survivors stood around a dying campfire. Okay, so when we put something here, it enhances their power. They always seem like they're going to want to eat it, but they don't. Let's enhance the power. Can I enhance my power? Is that all right? Ooh, the power of the mise in it was enhanced by the warmth. As one of the survivors began pulling a knife from their pocket, you withdrew. Don't sacrifice me. That'd be orkies. Lovely. What you got here then? Ooh, special totem. Special totem that makes things go to the right. At the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing this sigil moves in the direction inscribed. So they're always going to keep moving across. So they're going to ultimately end up on the right-hand side. So let's put a squirrel and we'll sacrifice it for maybe a bullfrog, because those, are they flying enemies? They are. Pop that one there. I don't think boulders affect them, actually. Don't think. I send that there. I'm so glad I finally played this, though, before it goes off Game Pass. I don't know if it is going to go off Game Pass, but Lies of P is leaving Game Pass in like 5 days. If you've been sitting on that and you just wanted to at least try it, it's leaving in 5 days. This is big news, because that was a day one release on Game Pass. Been there the whole time. Hello, Spins. How are you doing? How are things? Do I want... What do I want? A squirrel. Now, they are both pointing off the board. If they're pointing off the board, can they actually leave the board? Or does that just mean that they're just going to sit on the ends like that? It's kind of weird, isn't it? Let's set up a mise in it. We'll put a squirrel down and then we'll sacrifice it. Like that. And we'll see how this plays out. Sound the fuckboy alarm. Oh, there he is. No need for sad faces, Spins. All the F-boy alarms seem to be operational this morning. Right, so the sparrow like sort of hits the end when it goes straight to the edge. Right. So we've got a bullfrog here. Sparrow's moving across. So is this one. A coyote coming forwards there. Now I can sacrifice this Mise-Init one without losing it. But to get a wolf, I need to make 2 sacrifices. I'd have to lose the bullfrog, and I think that's okay because of what the sparrows are doing. So I'd be inclined to play the wolf, sacrifice the bullfrog and the init, but that won't disappear. Pop the wolf there, and then get this boulder and play that here. Right. I don't have enough bone tokens to play the cockroach. That's okay. That gets rid of the sparrow. Okay. So, with what we've got going on here, coyote is going to get blocked by the boulder. The sparrow is going to go this way. So that's going to get finished off by the wolf. That's okay. Yeah, it is a bit of a learning curve at first, this one, but I would say that it takes you through it quite well. You've just got to be patient, like, when you're playing it. You got to be willing to make mistakes, because that's literally how you get things the best. When you stuff something up, it's like, there's just a lot of, if you've been playing a lot of Balatro as well, if your mind is very much in a different game, it's a bit of a transition. So what do you do with these wolf pelts? They actually do something. That's interesting. Gives you some defense. That's not really worth worrying about at this point, I wouldn't have thought. There we go. I know, I never wanted to buy the pelts. I was forced to. Stand. I am no tyrant. You may stand whenever the map is unrolled. That's when we can have a wee break. When the map is unrolled, you may wee. It allows me time to plan your next encounter. But do keep your hands off my possessions. Does that mean I should touch all of his things? So there's a... Oh, look, there's a code on here. For the safe. Didn't they say something about looking at the rule book to get a passcode out of it? Looks like we could maybe unlock this. Look at his little beady eyes following me around the room, though. Is there anything else I can take? I feel like he was inviting me to look at his possessions when he said that to me. Just be on the map. It's fine. There's a clock. Do you know, when I wander around in a creepy room like this, it makes me feel like playing one of those first-person survival horrors. It's been a minute. I want to try Slay the Spire. That's on my to-try list as well. It's also on Game Pass. Bullfrog. That's a duplicate, because there's a mushroom. River otter. It submerges itself during my turn. Oh, that's interesting. A river snapper. It's got high defense. So the river otter is going to be submerged during my turn. Let's try that. So that it keeps itself, it can't be hit at certain times. Okay. I'm really into the vibe of the card games at the moment. I like that, I don't know. It's a little bit more chill, but also interesting. Good for streaming, because you can stop and start and have a chit-chat while you play. Now, what this does, this merges 2 cards into one from memory. So, what if we were to combine Bird Protection with... Oh, that's the sigil. You're only getting the sigil from the first one that you're sacrificing. Yeah, I see. That's okay. Bird protection. What happens if we do chuck you in as well? What an honor. It's always very chatty. So we now have bird protection on the stoat. Alright. My boss battles are high stakes, tests of your aptitude. With one flame, you will either overcome them or die. Fear not, I'll let you keep the smoke. It's actually a card. Oh, okay. So here we go. It's the clank, clank, clanking. The crazy looking prospector with the freaky eyes and the golden teeth. So with this one, there's a pack mule there. And I think we need to attack that as soon as possible to get at the loot inside. At least I think so. We start with one boulder on the map. The pack mule's always going to go to the right. So with that coyote, that's going to go straight down at this point. So what does the smoke do? I don't even know. It hasn't even talked about it. I don't even know what that does. I wonder if that messes up flying enemies or something like that. Alright, let's put the squirrel here. And then perhaps we'll... Perhaps we'll put the Mise card there. Sacrifice the squirrel. Now that's going to sit there all the time now, because we can keep sacrificing this, but it doesn't disappear. So we could sacrifice it again to play this river otter, which also has the same ability, I think. Oh no, the river otter does not have that ability. It's got the ability where it submerges during your turn. Maybe we'll try it. It's a new card we haven't played before. I don't know what to do with the smoke. Jeez, did a fair bit of damage there. There's gold in them cards. Then he smacks them and they turn into gold. Okay. So this is where it got a little bit hairy last time. So these have some defense in them. Should I get... I probably need a squirrel. I don't know what the smoke does. I wonder if I should play it just to see. I have no idea. So we have a bloodhound. This bloodhound, I think, follows adjacent cards around. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing this sigil moves to that empty space. So I think it'll move over there. Oh, it looked so good. Honestly, that Drunk Builders game and the repo thing, I think we should do a stream of that at some point. It looks amazing. It really does. I'm hoping that I'll kind of know what's going on a bit more after this week so that I know what the fuck's actually happening. Okay. So the Bloodhound has actually attacked the gold nugget, so that leaves a space where I'm vulnerable there. Okay. Damn it. So I've pulled a wolf. I need 2 sacrifices to make that work, and you can't sacrifice anything else on the board except the squirrel, it seems. Yes, it looks amazing. The whole idea of the game is you're drunk builders on the job, and you don't want the foreman to realize you're drunk on the job. It looks stupidly fun. Reminded me a little bit of Human Fall Flat. Can I sacrifice the smoke? Oh, I can. I didn't think I could do that. Oh, good. So then I'll play this wolf here where that bloodhound is. That will get rid of that. Got lots of bone tokens as well, but nothing to spend them on at the moment. Okay, so there's an adder. So the adder is toxic. That's going to go straight down towards the gold nugget. We're going to need probably to build up some squirrels, I think. I do have some pliers. I can pull out one of my teeth to tip the scales if things get desperate. And indeed, that would be desperate. We'll play that squirrel. Oh, Okay, the adder has gotten rid of the gold nugget. I have a squirrel that I can sacrifice if it came to it. A prospector boss again. So I can sacrifice the squirrel for the stoat. And this would actually fly over the adder, I think. Keep me alive? Well, I'll try. Drunk Builder Simulator pretty much describes the whole thing, the whole vibe. Enjoy the day, Spins. Okay, so it didn't fly over it, but it didn't matter. So we got the damage done. Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet. That went a lot better than last time, didn't it? You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you're granted an opportunity to select a rare card. So that was Miner's Bane achievement to defeat the Prospector. Choose carefully. What do we have? I thought that said Uranus for a minute, and I dead set couldn't believe it. The Uraeli. This level of brutish strength needs no explanation, so that's very strong, but you have to make 4 sacrifices to play it. I have no words for this freak of nature, the long elk. It moves to the right, is toxic, and requires bone tokens to play. The Eternal Serpent, death strengthens it forever. So, true blood sacrifices, likes to eat its own tail. Toxic, no, not toxic, returns to your hand every time it's defeated. Ooh. That's tough. Obviously, the one on the left is the strongest thing that we've got, but you need to pretty much clear your whole board to be able to use it. I don't know if that's always going to work out. It'd be annoying to have it sitting in your hand and you just can't make the most of it. Or the long elk. I always seem to have a lot of bone tokens. So that would be easily played without having to sacrifice other things. It is toxic as well and moves around. I think I like that one. I think that's the go. With the sound of the Prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards. Ooh, a new map. The rank smell of rotten mold permeated the humid air. Of course, we're in a swamp. Like, you can't play a game without ending up in a swamp, I swear. So we have 2 pathways. Not entirely sure what that symbol means. This is card selection, loot, and maybe a battle. I'm not sure what that means either. This is something I don't know. And then merge your card abilities, I think. I think I like the right path, though. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands, also known as the Smelly Swamp. Okay. The Rat King. When their tangled bodies become corpses, you'll gain 4 bones. That's gross. The Fervid Mantis. Its prying claws strike both to the left and the right. Oh, that's good. The Omnipresent Mole. It burrows and emerges to block any land-born attacker. I do like the idea of that mantis. That's cool. Lovely. Now, if you deem it necessary, you may cut up one of my cards with these. Oh, wow. That's cool. That's a new tool we haven't had. We can either pull out a tooth to tip the scales if things are going badly. We can cut up one of their cards or take the squirrel. Scissors. Its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleating. Oh. So when we use the black goat, I won't have to sacrifice anything to get blood. That's pretty cool. Have that as well. Now, what is this? Is this a battle? It is. With a totem. So what's all that about then? They have a bee. An airborne bee, which makes sense. What's that other symbol mean? Guardian. When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, it's going to move. So this will follow things around. And then we have the bullfrog at the back. Okay. Right. How about squirrel sacrifice for the mise? Then the mantis. Is it too early to play the mantis, I wonder? It would get rid of the bee. Maybe I'll just try. Pop that there. Oh. There's no way we've nailed that so quickly. Yep, we have. Okay, that's done. Couldn't have done that as textbook. You must make a different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. Oh, I don't like this game already. 2 blood. 3 blood. Bones. Ugh. 2 blood. A random card with a cost of 2. What were you expecting? That's pretty much what I was expecting, to be fair. A 2 blood enemy. So I don't know what the cross means, or we can stop at the campfire. Let's do the campfire so that we can enhance one of the cards. It's going to give something 2 health. Cockroach. Oh, the long elk. That could be good. Yeah. Let's give that some extra health. That's going to become a fairly decent card. I don't think you're going to want to eat my long elk, to be honest. It's not really that appetizing. You don't want to stick it on a kebab, I don't think. It keeps talking about the rule book. I haven't looked at it yet. This rule book. Is this what they mean? Yeah, okay, I see. It keeps telling me to look at the rule book and I keep forgetting. This is telling me the codes for the safe in the room that we were looking at before. That's like a safe scroll wheel. And it says 273. So one of them is 273. It seems. Right, so what do we have here? A bullfrog all the way at the back, and we have our black goat that we can use if we need some more blood to play something. Let's go for... We could go straight at the enemy and not worry about the bullfrog. I don't have any flying enemies anyway, so how about we do a squirrel, and then we'll replace it with... Maybe... Let's try the river otter. I haven't really had a chance to use that much. Hold your breath. So now it's gone under the water and it can't be attacked. Cool. So now we've got 2 coyotes at the back and the bullfrog is moving forwards. I think we might use the goat's blood bottle thing. The long elk requires 4 bones, so we can't play that just yet. Let's put the stoat. Now, is that a once-off use? If I use this black goat... Oh, I can use the scissors as well. It's a card that I can play to give me 3 blood. I see. Now, if you play a rabbit pelt, is that just giving... I'm assuming that's just giving protection. It's like armor. So let's just try that, because we haven't played around with that yet. The river otter, I think I will leave there. Leave that for now. Okay. That's not great. That was quite damaging. I could cut one of their cards. Let's go for a squirrel. What's back there? A rattler. That's quite damaging as well. Ooh. The long elk is toxic. Need 4 bones for it. So what if I was to do squirrel, sacrifice for black goat? Gives me some extra blood options when it's sacrificed. But I don't need to do that now though. Bit of a waste, isn't it? Don't think I'm in a good spot here. Play the stoat there. I still don't have enough tokens, or do I? I do have enough tokens because of that final sacrifice that I did. So I can also cut up one of their cards, which maybe I'll do as well. We'll also pull a tooth out. We may as well use all the tools at our disposal. Oh, God, that icks me. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm putting it all on the line for this game. Okay. So. We're going to need some... do we need some fodder? Probably. Now that's going to move over to the left. We have the adder coming down. Okay, I'd need to make 2 sacrifices to play the wolf. Probably isn't going to work out too well. Leaves a vertebrae behind. That's interesting. Let's play a squirrel. So what we have is the long elk. We'll get rid of this. We have an adder there. We have the wolf. So I'd have to sacrifice 2 things for that wolf though, which I don't like. I might be better off sacrificing a squirrel. Otherwise I have to get rid of the river otter as well. Right. Squirrel. The elk still lives. The adder's going to come down. Again, I'm thinking... might have to sacrifice a squirrel just so I don't get hit. Giving me some bone tokens, but I don't have anything to spend them on at the moment. Okay. Probably in a real pickle here, actually. If I lose... these 2... okay. I just feel like I just don't have enough cards to get things done. Playing poker, drop a flush on the table, the other player whips out the scissors and goes, nah, I don't think so. Royal flush my ass. Snip, snip. Yeah, it's not on, is it? It's not good sportsmanship. Or sportswomanship, if you like. Now, if I draw a card, there isn't really going to be a good outcome unless I have something that I can use bones for, but I don't know if I have anything left in the deck that does do that. Could sacrifice the wolf if it came to it as well, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Oh, thank God I can. I can use bone tokens. So what if I was to... Now the adder will get rid of that straight away though, because it's toxic. Both of them would. It's only weak. But it would at least get rid of the adder. Okay. Oh god, it's hanging in the balance, literally. Now, a wolf and an opossum. Get a squirrel. Use it as fodder. And, again, because they've got nothing else on the board. Yeah, that was a good win. I was worried there. I thought we were in trouble. It got a wee bit dicey. River otter duplicate. The nascent fawn. It quickly grows into an elk. Oh, that's interesting. I'm happy with how that went. An adder. I like the idea of something that grows into a stronger minion once it's been played. I'm going to go for some loot before our next little battle. And I think we'll go... I don't need bone tokens. I have more of those than I know what to do with. The airborne thing. I'll go for the black goat. And I think maybe I'd like to cut up one of their cards if the mood strikes me as well. And an extra squirrel wouldn't go astray. I felt like I was one squirrel short of a forest that whole time. Excellent. Peep the rule book. Yeah, I already forgot the code. I did look at it. That is how the saying goes. It's exactly how the saying goes. One squirrel short of a forest. We have a kingfisher. Oh, I wish that spider would fuck off, just quietly. 2 kingfishers and a coyote. I have a cockroach, a stoat, a squirrel, a partridge and a pear tree. Maybe I'll get that squirrel early. What if we could get some protection down with the rabbit pelt, actually? Put it in front of the kingfisher. Then we've got this coyote is a bit of an issue in the middle. So maybe we'll go squirrel, sacrifice for the stoat. Ah, shut up. And then we've got the cockroach can be played when I get some bone tokens. That kingfisher will probably damage me, but I don't know if I want to get another squirrel just at this point. I think we'll hold off there. See how it goes. Okay. Let's go for a... Should I build up some squirrel cards, I wonder? No, let's get another card. We have a wolf pelt for protection. So perhaps I'll play that here. Are they not giving me any protection, those wolf pelts? I feel like that just went straight over. But what are they for then? What are they for if they're not any kind of defense? No, I don't have enough bone tokens to play that cockroach. Maybe you can... I don't know what the point of it is. Can you sacrifice them? Strange. We might need to play one of our little tools here because this has gone a little bit pear-shaped, hasn't it? Let's get a squirrel. Just have it in my hand. I might... Tempted to cut up their sparrow. Slicey, slicey. Yeah, that's all I can do, really. I mean, there's the black goat, though. So I could put... black goat there. But that won't give me enough sacrificial energy. No, it does. It gives you 3. That's the idea of the goat. It's a special card. So now I have a wolf on the board. And now I have enough bone tokens to play the cockroach. I seriously don't get the pelts. Unless they are for defense. They are attacking me directly. I need to look them up. I don't know why you can play them in the game. I'm confused by that. Strange. And you can't, like, do anything else with them. They're just taking up space there. Okay, so what if I was to just build up some squirrels, maybe? And leave the board as it is? Then if I got another squirrel... I've lost my wolf. Let's draw. Elk fawn. So I can sacrifice something for an elk fawn, which turns into a fully grown one. I quite like that cockroach being there, though. No, I'm still here. I'm still in the same run. Don't know how long that's going to last for, though. Do I have enough to play that? I thought I might have... No, okay. I'll get bone tokens for killing the cockroach, but the cockroach is basically going to negate whatever's going on up here, though. No, let's play the squirrel. Then sacrifice that for the elk fawn. See how that goes. Getting a bit dicey. Right, so I can play the cockroach again. That always goes back to your hand once it's done. I've got enough bone tokens. Probably going to need to build up squirrel. Oh, yeah, I'm in a real pickle here, aren't I? I'm in a wee pickle. Okay. So the cockroach will be played. If I draw a regular card, chances are I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. I don't have anything to sacrifice unless I instantly sacrifice the cockroach. Which I could do, because I'd get the bone tokens back straight away and I could replay it, couldn't I? But I'd need it to be a 1 blood card. The mantis. What if we go cockroach... Sacrifice it for the mantis, which does damage to both sides. Get the bone tokens back? I don't get the bone tokens back, though. I just get the card back, so I can't play it straight away. Okay. So I have 1 cockroach. In the same situation. There's my Ms. A card. That could be quite useful, actually. Now, what's back here? A coyote. That's waiting in the wings if this one dies. What if I was to put... Oh, yeah, sorry. I have to sacrifice the cockroach. And I can't play the cockroach because I don't have enough bone tokens. Shit. Well, that sucks. I can't do anything. How am I still alive? I actually thought about it yesterday. It's funny that you say that. I played a couple of rounds of Hearthstone after work. I was really craving it. I don't know. I thought about whether I'd stream it. I wouldn't get the same enjoyment out of playing the game while streaming it. I don't think, because you can't mentally kind of get as absorbed in it. And I don't know what the community's like either. You could get a bunch of know-it-all F-boys coming in. But then saying that, there's a know-it-all F-boy for every fucking game now. It doesn't matter what you do. So yeah, maybe I would. Maybe I would. I do really enjoy it. I'm having a pretty good run with it at the moment, actually, as well. And if you haven't played it for a while, I would say that you'll notice it's changed a lot. They're constantly bringing new things in every season, sometimes even like mid-season. A raven egg. Oh. Let's do squirrel. Sacrifice it for the Ms. A card. Don't have quite enough bones for that. There's a lot of teeth on that scale now. Then, now that that's there, I can sacrifice it without losing it, which is good. So I could try pulling another, take a risk and try and get a 1 blood card. Or play a squirrel, sacrifice it, and definitely get enough to play the cockroach, which is probably the safe way to go. Oh, but I can't sacrifice it without a card to sacrifice it with. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Well, that didn't really play out. It does get in the way, though. It gets sacrificed as far as the board goes. It's 1 less damage that I take. So, I should have enough bones to play that this time. Annoying. I feel like I'm just backed into a corner that I can't get out of here. Right. Take a squirrel. Sacrifice it for nothing. I can't sacrifice anything. I think it's just writings on the wall here. The scales are so stressful, aren't they? The scales. Oh, how am I not? Oh, there we go. It had to happen. I just couldn't get out of it. How disappointing. But I'm not, it's not all over because you get 2 lives. So I had 2 lit flames because I haven't lost yet. So I've got 1 lit flame remaining to get through the rest. You encountered a small outpost in the woods tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. They're all unsettling. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Now let's do something with them. Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these. Oh, okay. So for my rabbit pelts, what would we like? Good choices. So the Rat King would give me some bones. Costs 2 blood to play it. The elk constantly moves across the board. The black goat gives you extra blood. The black goat's useful because that's an issue at the moment. Not having enough sacrifices available. I'll have a black goat in my actual deck. And we have a wolf pelt. We get something fancy for that. So the mantis actually attacks in 2 directions and also has the many lives. So if we sacrifice it, it won't perish. That's huge as well. The raven egg always goes back into your hand after it's done. Bullfrog, coyote, wolf cub gives you 3 blood. I think I like the idea of the mantis. Saying that though, it is only a low health card. So it stays there after you sacrifice it, but it's easily gotten rid of by an enemy because it's only got 1 health. But it could also get you out of a jam. I'm really tempted. Too tempted. These pelts are most excellent. My thanks. Then we go campfire, or I think that's where we merge them. I think I would actually rather do the campfire. If I could enhance that Mantis card maybe so that it's got more health. Oh, this is to enhance its power. So it changes all the time. This time we're enhancing power. So what if we were to do that? The opossum uses bone. No, it gives you bones. Uses bones. The long elk could be pretty powerful if we made it more powerful. That's a good sentence. Jeez. The Mise one would be good, yeah. Because that stays there as well. Tricky decision. I'm going to do the elk. Make that more powerful. The weary long elk. Lovely. And that takes us through to the final boss. But I'll leave it there for today though, before I get carried away. I should really start work soon. And I think I need another coffee, to be honest. I don't want to rush this boss, seeing as we've come this far. So overall, I really like this. This is a thing. I like Inscryption. I'm all about the card games right now. There's too many of them to even mention. So I'll be back again tomorrow. I don't know whether it will be Balatro or this, or maybe even Hearthstone. Let's just see how it goes. Discord and social links in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been lovely to have your company on YouTube and Twitch. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. I will see you, hopefully, bright and early tomorrow for more card gammon. It's goodbye for now. Bye.